The last time we were working on our trail system, we did a ton of clearing and used my dirt bike to help cut in our first trail that goes from top to bottom. Though it's nice to get from one end of the property to the other, as it stands, it's really just a flat out no brakes trail. Winter's coming up quick, and I really wanted to get in a feature before the ground freezes and I'm banished to the shop for 3 months.
Yeah, all good. Oh god, that went right down my neck.
There's one particular spot on the property that caught my eye ever since the first time we walked it, which I think will make for a quick, easy build. The quickest way to make jumps and drops is to utilize the existing terrain. Taking a look at this mossy hill, I had a feeling underneath it was going to be a good amount of rock, and my hunch was correct. With a little bit of scraping and raking, I was able to uncover a sweet little rock slab. I'm super pumped to find a little hidden gem like this towards the top of our property. Situated at the top of this rock slab is a rock that I like to call the chip. This will be the perfect basis to make a lip to jump down on or over our newly discovered rock slab. We need a good amount of fill to make this chip a usable lip, so I thought we could use some of the dead wood we've cleared from the surrounding area to aid in this. The trick is to fill all around and under these chunks of wood in order to make the dirt that we'll be adding on top stable. I'm sure we'll be touching this up in the future as the rain makes the dirt settle and the wood chunks rot, but for now this seems to work just fine. The dirt up here is super filled with rocks and roots, so we're going to relocate some better dirt from by my house using my riding mower. His name is Biscuit. Why? Well, he's a horse, so Seabiscuit. Minus the C, add the biscuit. Anyway, I'm taking this super tacky, silty dirt from the edge of my driveway up to the jump, since I'm not a huge fan of the thought of digging pits for the jumps all over the property. A few cartloads of this stuff should be enough to make our lip usable. As long as the cart actually stays attached to the tractor. So I'm sure you guys will find this funny. I just recorded a clip and I was trying to pull up that tub of dirt up the hill. I was like, I need some speed to get it because the tires always spin on this thing. It's like, oh, I made it up really easily and got to the top and realized I had no tub of dirt. So I guess what happened is the whole freaking thing just snapped off. Like, what? Why? So yeah. Thing just ripped right off. I'm gonna have to fix that before I get to use this sweet little dump cart anymore. 15 minutes with my cheap welder later and we're back at it. All we have to do now is a lot of packing, dumping, forming, and repeating. And our lip has taken shape. Now that this is built and is left to dry, it's time to prep our run-up and landing areas. For now, I'm going to do very little to these spots, just enough to make it safe to ride. I might push the landing out further in the future, but for now, we're just going to make a nice little transition at the end of the rock roll that we can jump down onto, and remove any nasty hazards that are near the run-out. With a clear landing pad, I think it's time to test this thing out. There you go. You're gonna hit it too? Ready, bud? I hate hitting jumps for the first time. Especially when no one's hit it before. And especially when I made it. Alright. Okay, buddy. Whoa, whoa. Oh man, that's a fun little low speed jump, but geez. Oh, the nerves, they always get you. Don't they, bud?
I've named this trail Chip or Bail, since there are two main lines to either hit the chip or bail and hit the easier rock roll. And there's a bonus race line, which is the fastest way down. The next day, I adjusted the approach to the chip a bit and tried to convince Sarah to hit it.
No, not that. Pass.
Though I did get her to agree to try out the bail line.
Yay! See? Told ya.
Even though it's small, I'm happy to have squeaked in this jump right before winter. Having multiple lines is the goal I have for building features on our property, since Sarah and I have different skill levels. There's still plenty of work to do on this jump still, but I was able to clear a small climbing loop so you won't have to hike straight back up the feature. I'm going to try and get some more work done on this thing, but it's getting colder by the day, so any big additions may have to wait until spring. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with a friend, and I would love it if you subscribed. Thanks for hanging out in the cold today, and until next time, keep the rubber side down.